Welcome back. Eastern Football Signing Day special here. As we continue on, we've talked to Austin York. We've talked to Tamarick Pierce, a couple of former Eagles who have transitioned into assistant coaches. Now we have the safeties coach and recruiting coordinator, Zach Bruce, here with us. And let's get right into the mix here, Coach, with one of your high school guys that signed in December, and Marcus Nixon.
Yeah, Marcus Nixon is he's an elite athlete, and he's an all-league player as a running back, and so we talked a lot about it as a staff, like where exactly he fit in. And once we really started recruiting him as a safety, we started joking. He talked to almost every coach on our staff. Was he going to be a receiver, a running back, a quarterback, a DB, a linebacker? Like he does everything for his high school team. He's one of the top two-way players in the state. He's also a really good basketball player. I've been joking about he's leading the league in steals, and he's also up there in rebounds, so that kind of tells you what kind of hooper he is. But he's an unbelievable kid, really good grades, great student of the game, and brings so much versatility. So we're excited about Marcus.
Moving down the line, Messiah Washington, a note here of the young man from Los Angeles is that he might be one of the steals of the class. I mean, you guys are very high on this player.
Man, he's a football player. There's a couple of these guys that you just turn the tape on, you can tell they love ball, they hit people, and he didn't have a lot of interest in it. In L.A., you can get lost a little bit. There's a lot of really good players, and so there's an opportunity to find diamonds in the rough like this. And, I've gotten calls and texts from people and high school coaches in the L.A. area talking about, we got to steal. We feel the same way. He's a ball player, and we need more of that on our team, so we're really excited about Messiah.
All right, another high school safety that's coming in here is Bjorn Birmingham.
Yeah, Bjorn, he was not as slept on. He had a good amount of offers, a couple of academies and some other FCS schools, and I actually saw Bjorn in January, and I thought there was no way in heck that he was going to, be at Eastern. I thought he was going to be at a bigger school, and nobody ended up pulling the trigger, and he felt the best about us. But he's another one of the top two-way players in Southern California. You see his receiver tape and making people miss it, which is what I'm really attracted to. We ask our safeties to do a lot, so the more they show on tape, the more I like these guys. But you see him playing both ways and making plays on both sides of the ball.
A couple California guys. Now back to an in-state recruit with Bryce Smith coming to Cheney from Bellevue High School in Bellevue.
Yeah, Bryce is going to be a special one. He's another one of the steals in this class, and his has been a long process. We were looking in the portal, and Bryce was still available, and we felt like he was a better option. So he's a three-sport athlete. Walked onto the last year he did track for the first time, very first meet, high jump 6'4", long jumps 22 feet. He's dunking on people in basketball, and he's a really good two-way player for a really good team in Bellevue High School. So he's a special one.
And Bellevue's program is obviously always really good, but they haven't always. Eastern has not had very many guys come out of Bellevue High School into school here. So that's a great win by you guys.
Yeah, we've been. And they've got some more guys. I've been talking to their coach. We got a good relationship now. There's going to be some more Bellevue guys coming down the pipeline.
All right, that's fantastic there. And let's talk about the last guy on the list. And I had to get my glasses out to see who we were talking about next. But it's the guy that Austin wanted to talk about before. It's the safety that's coming in,
Coach,
Gavin
I'm just so excited about Gavin O'Leary. I just wanted to get to him.
We're excited about it too. He's you turn his tape on, and he's a little like Messiah Washington, like just a ball player. Where does he fit in? Linebacker, safety. We'll figure that out when he gets here. What I do know, he's a JUCO All-American, and all he does is go and hit people. Like, he flies around and tackles people, and you can't teach that. That's really hard to get guys to do. So when you see that on tape, that's really attractive.
I just wanted to ask, as we have a couple of minutes here, just your role as recruiting coordinator. What does that mean for you? Does it mean anything different here on signing day? Just what does all that kind of entail for you?
It's a lot about organization. It's a group project, and whether it's, the coaches going out recruiting their positions or lining stuff up with media department, trainers, weight room to show facilities, teachers on campus, early evaluation, sending guys to their recruiting areas. It's really just the work of it is organizing the entire staff to give us the best opportunity to have a great signing class and be able to sign 37 guys. So that's the biggest part of it, is just making sure everybody's going to places that we feel like we can hit on some prospects, and ultimately doing our homework on each one of these guys that we're signing. So,
well, you're an organized guy, so it must be a pretty good fit.
Yeah, it's been fun. And today, to kind of answer the last piece of the question, like, this is kind of the icing on the cake. Today's the easy day. All the work for this class has kind of been put in, and now we restart the cycle going into the 26th class. But today's kind of the fun day to just sit back and reflect and just think about, like, holy cow, where we were 9 months ago to getting to 37 guys today.
Coach, great job. Thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
That's Coach Zach Bruce. When we come back, we'll stay in the secondary. We'll talk to cornerback coach Wes Nurse. There he is. And we'll hear what he has to say about a big cornerback class coming up after this timeout on the Eagle Football Signing Day Special here on SWX.